Hey Insiders, it's Daniel here with AFI TV, bringing you another AquaMonday. I'm very excited to be bringing you this early look at the DC Essentials Aquaman from DC Collectibles. So this is the second wave of their DC Collectibles new 7-inch action figure line, which is being called DC Essentials. These are different from the last assortment that they were doing, which was the DC Icons. Those were a smaller scale. These are back to more the 7-inch scale that we're used to with DC Collectibles. This assortment has 4 figures in it. It is Superman, Brainiac, Aquaman, and Black Manta, and we're having a look at Aquaman right here. You can see the packaging is similar to what we've seen with a lot of their 2018 product. It's a nice clean design. They swap out the colors on each of the box to fit whatever character it is. It's got the great call out here. These are little foil impressions here showing DC Collectibles and their 20 years. Way to go, guys, 20 years. These should be hitting comic shops in the next 2 weeks. So this is a little bit of an early look at actual final production samples. These were sent to us by our friends at DC Collectibles, and we thank them very much for that. We're excited to get our mitts on these. I had the opportunity to play with both Aquaman and Superman from this assortment at Comic-Con. The sculptor who did these is a buddy of mine, Paul Harding, and he brought them by and let us play with them for about a day before he made us return them to him. But that's okay, because now I've got my own, and here he is, and he'll be going into the Aquaman collection. So only Aquaman and Black Manta have accessories in this wave. Aquaman has his trident, you can see here. Right there, and Black Manta has a couple of blades that he comes with. On the side of the package, you can see some nice photography of the figure itself that DC has done. And then on the back, you can see here's the entire wave. There's a little blurb about the DC Essentials line, talking about being a 7-inch action figure line based on the DC characters with universal appeal, but it's not specific to the character themselves. So the back of the box, whoever is in that said box will have the sort of primary slot here with the big picture, and then the rest of the wave are down here at the bottom. So let's take this guy out of the package and see how we're doing with this brand new 7-inch DC Collectibles Aquaman. So out of the outer box right here, you can see, you can take him out here. There's some nice artwork on the back of the box that show the 4 different characters, which is nice. And then the character himself, he's only held in with 1 twist tie and 1 rubber band out here. So pretty easy to get out. Looks like the trident is only held in just by the little tabs on it. So I know we've struggled with some DC product in the past that were impossible to get out of the package. This one is a pretty simple process. And he's out. Take that rubber band off. Trident out. So this guy's got some extra sculpting that you might not see on some of the others. You know, kind of here's Brainiac real quick. It shows the buck body. Most of Brainiac's detail is just painted on. He's kind of the naked buck body. He's got Batman boots, but he's got a unique head. So he's got those little raised thing, but you can see the body here. But, you know, they swapped out certain parts for Aquaman. Like, he's got a fully sculpted new torso. The belt, I think, is just glued on like they did with Superman. Then they have the same upper thighs and knees. But then he's got, you know, his little fins and his boots and gloves. So here we have Aquaman. Let's see, get him to stand right here. On the front, there's a good side angle on him. Here's the back. Hey, buddy, stay right there. And then it's a nice close-up of the trident, just pokey, so be careful with it. It's sort of a shorter trident than we've seen on a lot of the Aquaman figures, which, you know, it's neither here nor there, just an observation that it's something different than what we've seen. Let's see here. The hands are a little stiff, so it's kind of tricky to get the accessories in sometimes. You know, nobody wants to snap their accessories. So here, he can slide in. You know, normally a lot of the tridents actually will touch the ground, but this one is not. This is a shorter trident for him. You can see here's a nice close-up of the face. And the trident head. So yeah, he's got the same articulation as we've seen in the others in the line if you don't have any yet. You know, they've got a pretty good range of motion here on the neck. you know, so you can actually look how far back that goes. So you can actually have him swimming and looking up. That's always something that I, you know, with superhero figures, the ones that fly, their heads never go back far enough, or, you know, the ones that swim, they often forget about too. So both he and Superman have pretty good neck articulation for those kind of poses. He's got the ball shoulders with the bicep swivel, just like the rest of them. They have double elbows. He's got a pivot right here on the wrist, but the wrists also go back and forth, so they have a nice range of movement on those. And that's for both arms. He does he have a waist swivel? Yeah. Some of these guys, you really have to work some of these joints. They come a little bit tight or stuck on them. So I wasn't sure if this thigh swivel worked on my Superman. It took a little bit of cranking to get it to work, but one of his works. There's the other one. So he's got the ab crunch, and it's got a good click to it, so it'll actually hold. So again, look at that. Look at that swimming pose. Thank you, DC. It's only taken, you know, 20 years, not just you, but lots of other companies that you can actually have Aquaman swimming. That's delightful. So, you know, nice pivot swivel on the leg, upper thigh swivel, double knees on both of them. There's a calf pivot here. Most of this, usually on the other figures, it's at the boot line, but he's got that. And then they have really nice rocker ankles that you get a lot of different poses on all the way around. So let's see here. So here we have Aquaman, King of Atlantis, King of the Deep, from DC Essentials. A great figure. Let me see. I'm going to open up old Black Manta real quick. We'll stand him next to him. What do you say? I'll tell you what. You stay tuned to this. I'm going to do a bonus AquaMonday. We're going to take a look at this Black Manta figure. So after this ends, just keep watching. There'll be a surprise bonus episode. That's what I do for you people. So here you can kind of see them standing next to each other. He's got a great slick look to him. There we go. Aquaman and his arch nemesis. New from DC Essentials. You can find them at your local comic shops. That'll be coming in a couple of weeks, but also your favorite online retailers. You know, you can check out some of our sponsors here, like our friends over at BigBadToyStore.com and EntertainmentEarth.com. They will be happy to send you these guys. Great deals. They both pack things really well. They ship with collectors in mind, and highly recommend both those guys. But I want to say a big thank you again to DC Collectibles for sending these guys over and letting us have a look at them, especially for this AquaMonday. It's great to get to do some sneak peeks on AquaMonday. So here we go. This is the DC Essentials Aquaman 7-inch figure from DC Collectibles. And stay tuned. We'll also look at the Black Manta figure. Okay? All right. But just for you guys. All right. Thanks for watching. Hey Insiders, Daniel Pickett here with AFI TV, taking a look at the new DC Essentials action figure line from DC Collectibles. This is a new 7-inch action figure assortment that they have been putting out. They showed it at Comic-Con 2 years ago, and they're just now coming out. And first wave is out already. That's got Batman, Deathstroke, Flash, and Reverse Flash, and then this wave should be out in comic shops within the next 2 weeks. I know a couple of places got them early, but they should be hitting everywhere very soon. This wave has Superman, Brainiac, Aquaman, and Black Manta, and these were sent to us by the good folks at DC Collectibles, which we appreciate. Thank you guys very much. So we're giving you an early look at them. You can see the box design is the box that they've been going with. That's the sort of design pattern that they've done for a lot of their 2018 product. It's very sharp. You know, they change the colors on it depending on characters. Since this is Black Manta, this is black and white. They've got those great foil call-outs for their 20-year history, which I think are really quite nice for DC Collectibles. Way to go, guys. I've been with you the whole time, all 20 years. Actually, I've been with them even before that because I have some of the pre-DC Direct collectibles that they put out. This is figure 8 in the series. You can see down here, it's got some nice side art there of the action figure, a photograph of it also showing that it's number 8. Then on the back, this little bio here just kind of talks about DC Essentials. It's not specific to the character, but on each box they do switch out whoever it is. They put the primary up there, and then the rest of the wave down here. These are all sculpted by our good friend Paul Harding, and he did a very, very nice job. And also another little nice touch on top. We've got this little logo here for Black Manta. That's pretty sweet. I like that too. So you can see the figure here suspended in his bubble. He's got two accessories here. In this wave, only Aquaman and Black Manta have accessories. So Superman and Brainiac have none. They're just awesome characters. So let's crack open Black Manta and see what's what with this sweet new action figure. Here we're taking a look at Black Manta out of the package. You can see he's got some great slick paint on him that makes him look, wet, or that he's wearing, some sort of wetsuit. He definitely stands out from the other matte figures in the line. It's just a really, really sharp contrast, which is really great. He's got this gauntlet here. You can have him like firing at you. His head feels, I don't know, it feels a little hollow. It's not bad. It's not a bad thing. It's just sort of an observation you feel as turning. He's such a solid figure that feels a little different. He's got the same articulation as the rest of the line with the shoulder swivels, the bicep swivel, double elbows. He's got a pivot and twist wrist here, which you can bend on both sides. He does have an ab crunch that clicks, so it holds really well. Waist swivel. He's got full motion of the legs. There is a upper thigh swivel. It takes a little bit to pop these. They feel like they're not going to move, but they do swivel. Double knees. There's a rotation point at the top of the boot. And then there's these full, really wide range of motion rocker ankles on him. These with the rocker ankles can be a little tricky to get to stand. It does, they definitely have a balance point that you have to find. And those the swivels on the boots and the thighs do help with that. So he came with two weapons in the package, these swords. They fit into his backpack right here on the sides. And you'll see there's kind of a flat edge to that sword. That fits in the flat side down here. They just slide in here. They crisscross. His little, breather jetpack thing. It's got some little vents on it. It's very cool. Then it's got these two sharp things at the top, which, as it turns out, is a hidden accessory. That little double blade knife that he has sometimes, that you don't see that in the package, but it's hidden here in this slot. So when you get him out, mine, had a little bit of a stick. It just seemed like, oh, that's weird. Does that come out? And you pop it, and sure enough, yeah, it does come out. So he's a very, very cool addition. You can see how the knives crisscross down here. Knives fit in both hands, as does the double-bladed weapon. You can see the detail up under here, his little gills. So overall, very, very slick, not to use a pun. Very slick figure, and a great addition to that. Of course, with Aquaman being in the same wave, they're doing a great job pairing up heroes and their arch nemeses. So having Black Manta in this wave makes a lot of sense. He's a very, very cool figure, and I would highly, highly recommend this guy. It's a great, great version of him, in sort of his rebirth costume, but it's classic enough that I think even the old school purists will be happy with sweet, sweet Black Manta.